Hi, I'm Anita of My Chicken Eye podcast, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're seeing the show for the very first time and you like the show, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit that notification bell so when an episode comes out, you'll be the first to know. Well, I want to say good morning to my Dutch people and good afternoon to my Dutch people. Guten Morgen, guten Avond. We know that Sussex Squad is far and wide, and they're all over the world literally. But the reason why I'm saying this is because allegedly the translated version of Endgame, Omin Scobie's new book, reveals who the royal race is, and not only one of them, two of them are. Allegedly, they said it was, get this, Charles and Kate that were in a conversation discussing what Archie's skin color may be. And one of the things I really appreciate about Meghan is that she is very, very intelligent. She wrote to Charles and she voiced her concern. Now, Charles cannot deny that he didn't get that correspondent from Meghan. He did get the letter. And that is a piece of evidence there. Meghan was very smart. Charles could have said, if she had spoken to him, he could have said, oh, that conversation never happened between him and Meghan. But she put it in writing. And one of the things that I know that you do to sort of, if you're going to court or if you have an issue with somebody, is to document things. She has documented it, and he cannot say that it didn't happen or he was oblivious to that information. And I am telling you, Harry gave them a pass by saying it was implicit bias on his family's part. And he went on to say that the family that he grew up with, when he was questioned about, the racist statement, is that they're not racist. But I think that he let them off too easily. And when you do that, you're not allowing people to, look internally and address those implicit biases or the type of feelings that they have. And, when they're wrong certain people, that they have to be conscious of the way they speak. And they cannot speak in insensitive ways. A lot of communities may say, oh, well, they see nothing in, that conversation between Charles and Catherine. And everybody in different ethnic groups have that conversation when there is an interracial couple, whether it is an Asian or white, or whether it's a black or a white or what have you, whatever the integration is. That question is always asked. But at the same time, we have to, make people accountable so that those conversations do not come up, that people think hard about what they're saying around certain people and how that person may be offended by what they're saying. And that's the reason why even Omid said that Harry and Meghan should have not let that, that just go just like that. They should have kept up with the conversation, because I think it is not only good for the royal family, but it is good for the larger population, because all too often those conversations are had, and a lot of people sometimes are hurt by those conversations. So it could have been a teaching moment for a lot of people that end up being swept underneath the rug. So that was not good. But it is nice to know whether it was purposeful or it was unintentional with the the Dutch version of Omid's book. It is nice to know that it is out there and we know who the culprits are, and you know, that will I don't know how the monarchy is going to address the situation. I don't know if they're going to sweep it under the rug, or if they're going to ignore it, or they're going to have that motto, never complain, never explain. But at some point they have to explain, they have to be accountable to the way they speak and they treat people. This is an institution that still hasn't integrated their after all of that, it that talk, that conversation that came up with the Oprah Winfrey interview. They said that they were going to look into themselves internally to try to integrate and to be more like the average people or the everyday people out there, out of the royal family, because we know that the royal family is literally a Caucasian institution. Most of their employees, most of their staff is Caucasian. And people, I have love in my heart for everybody, but we have to be able to keep up with the times. You have to have people interacting, people of different race interacting with each other, because that's how it is in real life. You cannot have something that is so isolated to the point that it doesn't even resemble anything that you see in your everyday life. And they tried to meet those quotas and they failed at it. And I don't know if it's deliberate, because I know there's a lot of people of color out there that are looking for jobs, and for the royal family to continue to have the majority of their staff being of a particular of a particular race. It shows that they're not really willing to make those changes. And case in point, they had Meghan there in the family that would have really helped them, but they looked at her as the enemy. They let their jealousy and their insecurities get in the way of really making a change in their family and probably prolonging that monarchy. And I'm just happy in a way that the information is out and people now know, and hopefully we hear something from Charles and Catherine. I'm not holding my breath for it, but I'm hoping that people put pressure on them to say something or to give an apology to Meghan, the apology that Harry has been asking for him and his wife, and that he has not gotten. And Harry, who is just really kind-hearted, takes after his mother, is willing to forego and to give them a pass. I hope now that this is out in the open that they can apologize to him and Meghan, and maybe take some classes, or have somebody talk to them about their insensitivity and the implicit biases, and maybe remnants of racism that is probably in them. Hey, the monarchy is a colonizer, and or was a colonizer, and there might be remnants of that in them still. And maybe they look at other people in a way, and maybe the lack of interaction with people of color could all contribute to that. So I think that family, they need a lot of help, they need a lot of therapy. And Harry wants to go back there. I'm not going to judge him on that, but I think that should be one of his deal breaker, in the sense that they should get help before he can go back to this family. That's just it for me, literally. But anyways, on that note, take care, enjoy your day, and yes, we'll see you on the next video. Bye. By the way, I'm sending out this video just like this, no pictures, nothing. It takes too much time to edit. I gotta go, people. Bye.